Welcome everyone to Taco Rob Sports. I'm your host Robert Moreno, and today the NFL playoffs are back! Man, it's been a long 18 weeks, and there's only 14 teams to play. Now, we're going to go through the storyline, and I'll make my predictions on who's going to win. First, we got the Texans-Browns and the Texans-Browns. The Texans versus the Browns, sorry. Now, the Texans are being led by their sensational, but he's going against a veteran quarterback in Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco has some experience. He won the Super Bowl in 2012 and was named the MVP. Now, my predictions, I'm going to go with Joe Flacco and the Browns. They have more of the experience, and I think they're going to make C.J. Stroud struggle, especially with their defensive end, Myles Garrett, getting through the offensive line for the Texans. Now we got the Dolphins versus the Chiefs. A little revenge matchup. You have the Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill coming back to Arrowhead, where he was previously at through his whole career. He won a Super Bowl there. Now he'll see how his ex-team will play against him. It's reported it's -5 degrees there. Freezing cold, dude! And there's a lot of snow, so either team won't throw the ball that much, and they'll be making sure they run. I'm going to say the Dolphins are going to win this matchup. They have a really good running backs, and Raheem Mostert, Devin Akane, and all those crews. And if anything, they'll throw short passes to Tyreek Hill and just let the cheetah sprint. Now we're going to head into our Sunday games, where our first matchup is the Bills versus Steelers. The Bills are up and down. It's basically all depending on Josh Allen's performance. If Josh Allen plays well, the team plays well. If he plays bad, the team plays bad. Now, the Steelers are... How do you talk about this? They're a wild card, like they're playing right now. They either barely beat the teams they're supposed to win, or they barely beat the teams that they're supposed to win. This is going to be an interesting matchup, but I'm either not going to be surprised if the Steelers win or the Bills just blow them out. Next up, we got the Green Bay Packers versus Dallas Cowboys. This is a huge rivalry. A lot of history in this matchup. The Packers ending 2 of the last 5 of the Cowboys' runs to the playoffs. Now, Jordan Love is looking like the next quarterback for Green Bay's era, post-Aaron Rodgers era. He's doing a lot of great things, and he's looking like he will take over the ship for the Packers. Next is the Lions versus the Rams. Now, the main quarterbacks are Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford playing against their ex-teams. Man, this is kind of getting spicy. Of course, Matthew Stafford did win the Super Bowl with the LA Rams when he had Cooper Kupp and that run beating the Cincinnati Bengals. But he's got an extra superstar at the receiver and Puka Nacua, the rookie. That guy is, I can't even put in words how good he is. Then you have the Lions led by Dan Campbell. He's an interesting coach. He gambles on a lot of plays. They have the most going for 4th down. It looks like he's playing Madden with his team. Then we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Eagles. Now Tampa has been rising through the end of the season with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and of course their quarterback Baker Mayfield going against the slumped down Eagles, which they haven't gone picking up any wins. They lost back-to-back against the Bills and the Cowboys, but they did lose their reliable number 1 receiver in A.J. Brown with a sprained knee. So I think I'm going to take the Buccaneers for an upset. And the last 2 teams are the number 1 Ravens and number 1 49ers. They get to relax, chill out, watch the games, watch some film, and practice and get ready for the next week upcoming for their playoff matchups. This is all we're going to have for the NFL playoffs. I can't wait to watch them all tonight, tomorrow, and just go crazy. It's NFL season is back. The Super Bowl will be held in Las Vegas, so I know the stakes are high. You know, everyone's putting in their bets. So I can't wait for anything. Next week, we're going to have a special guest and we're going to go over some tennis. Australian Open is starting very soon. So I may even upload even sooner. Back-to-back uploads, question mark? We'll get to predict on who's going to win all 4 different Grand Slams. This is Robert Moreno from Taco Rob Sports. Adios, amigos.